multiplication.
Multiplication?
What I need is an explanation, not a summer vacation or a standing ovation. I need clarification, no hesitation. So I did an investigation, and what I found all across this nation that eliminates most agitation is within this presentation. In multiplication, we have three players, three numbers that we use. A factor, another factor, and the product.
The answer you just can't lose.
But the most important thing to remember,
what's that?
When you multiply,
It's
coming up next.
Surprise! Woo!
Multiplication is repeated addition. Repeated addition. Multiplication. We're up. Now 4 plus 4 plus 4 is 12. 3 groups of 4 are 12. 4 times 3 is 12. Now 4 is your first factor. It's where we start. Times 3 is the other factor. You can tell them apart. Now 12 is the product. The answer.
I know he's right.
Let's do one more example. Now watch with all your might. 7
plus 7
plus 7
plus 7
plus 7 is 35. 5 groups of 7 are 35. 7 times 5 is 35. 7 is your first factor. It's where we start. Times 5 is the other factor. You can tell them apart. Now 35 is the product. The answer.
He's right.
You can check it later if you want to. Multiplication. Repeated addition. Repeated addition. Come on, multiplication. Same old multiplication.
What's that?
Repeated addition.
What's that?
Yeah.
Huh?
There's something you should know when you multiply. The order of the factors you can change on the fly. If you change the order of the factors, the answer will be the same. Here are some examples to show you what I'm saying.
Huh?
1 times 2 is 2 times 1. 2.
2 is 2 times 1 and 1 times 2.
3 times 6 is 6 times 3. 18.
18 is 6 times 3 and 3 times 6.
When you learn the hows and whys of this strategy, you know nearly half of all the basic facts that you see. Check out this chart. The image of a mirror. The numbers over there are the numbers over here.
Six times 8 is 8 times 6. 48.
48 is 8 times 6 is 6 times 8.
4 times 6 is 6 times 4. 24.
24 is 6 times 4 and 4 times 6.
There's something you should know when you multiply. The order of the factors you can change on the fly. If you change the order of the factors, the answer will be the same. Here are some examples to show you what I'm saying.
3 times 7 is 7 times 3. 21.
21 is 7 times 3 and 3 times 7.
6 times 7 is 7 times 6. 42. 42 is 7 times 6 is 6 times 7. 8 times 4 is 4 times 8. 32.
32 is 4 times 8 and 8 times 4. 4 times 7 is 7 times 4. 28.
28 is 7 times 4 and 4 times 7.
There's something you should know when you multiply. The order of the factors you can change on the fly. If you change the order of the factors, the answer will be the same. Here's some examples to show you what I'm saying. There's something you should know when you multiply. The order of the factors you can change on the fly. If you change the order of the factors, the answer will be
Where did it go? Where did it go? I must have multiplied times 0. Where did it go? Where did it go? I must have multiplied times 0.
If you want to make a number turn to 0, look here. Multiply times 0. I know it sounds weird, but the 0 property is something you should know. When the factors times 0, there's only 0 left to show. 0 times any number, no matter where you go. The answer, the product, is always 0.
Where did it go? Where did it go? I must have multiplied times 0. Where did it go? Where did it go? I must have multiplied times 0.
0 times 1 is 0. 0 is 0 times 5. 8 times 0 is 0. 0 is 3 times 0. 6 times 0 is 0. 0 is 0 times 2. 4 times 0 is 0. 0 is 7 times 0. And 9 times 0 is 0.
Where did it go? Where did it go? I must have multiplied times 0. Where did it go? Where did it go? I must have multiplied times 0.
Here's another idea that will help you ace the test. The identity property will help you be your best. Multiply any number times 1 and it'll stay the same. That factor is the product, the answer, in the identity game.
When you multiply times 1, that factor stays the same. The factor of 1, the answer is the other factor. Let me show you some.
1 times 1 is 1. 3 is 1 times 3. 5 times 1 is 5. 8 is 8 times 1. 4 times 1 is 4. 9 is 1 times 9. 1 times 7 is 7. 2 is 2 times 1. And 6 times 1 is 6.
When you multiply times 1, that factor stays the same. The factor of 1, the answer is the other factor. Let me show you some. When you multiply times 1, that factor stays the same. The factor of 1, the answer is the other factor. Let me show you some. When you multiply times 1, that factor stays the same. The factor of 1, the answer is the other factor. Let me show you some.
Did you ever hear about the numbers? The numbers we call square?
No.
I'll tell you all about them. I know you really care. When you multiply a number times itself, you'll find a square number. It happens every time.
Let's go.
1 times 1 is 1. 2 times 2 is 4. 3 times 3 is 9. 4 times 4 is 16. And 5 times 5 is 25. Did you ever hear about the numbers? The numbers we call square? I'll tell you all about them. I know you really care. When you multiply a number by itself, you'll find a square number. It happens every time.
Do it again.
6 times 6 is 36. 7 times 7 is 49. 8 times 8 is 64. And 9 times 9 is 81. Did you ever hear about the numbers? The numbers we call square? I'll tell you all about them. I you really care. When you multiply a number by itself, you'll find a square number. It happens every time.
Backwards now.
9 times 9 is 81. 8 times 8 is 64. 7 times 7 is 49. 6 times 6 is 36. 5 times 5 is 25. Keep it going now.
Do it.
4 times 4 is 16. 3 times 3 is 9. 2 times 2 is 4. And 1 times 1 is 1. Did you ever hear about the numbers? The numbers we call square? I'll tell you all about them. I know you really care. When you multiply a number by itself, you'll find a square number. It happens every time. Did you ever hear about the numbers?
What numbers?
The numbers we call square? I'll tell you all about them. Oh yeah, I know you really care. When you multiply a number by itself, you'll find
The multiples of 5 are constant steps to take. We'll move up by 5 with every move we make. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and 40, 45.
5 times 1 is 5. 5 times 2 is 10. 5 times 3 is 15. 5 times 4 is 20. And 5 times 5 is 25.
The multiples of 5 are constant steps to take. We'll move up by 5 with every move we make. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and 40, 45.
5 times 6 is 30. 5 times 7 is 35. 5 times 8 is 40. And 5 times 9 is 45.
The multiples of 5 are constant steps to take. We'll move up by 5 with every move we make. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and 40, 45.
Now 5 is 1 times 5. 10 is 2 times 5. 15 is 3 times 5. 20 is 4 times 5. 25 is 5 times 5. Don't stop. 30 is 6 times 5. 35 is 7 times 5. 40 is 8 times 5. And 45 is 9 times 5.
The multiples of 5 are constant steps to take. We'll move up by 5 with every move we make. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and 40, 45. The multiples of 5 are constant steps to take. We'll move up by 5 with every move we make.
When you double any number, you multiply times 2.
Oh, yeah?
Like adding a number to itself. It's crazy, but it's true. 3 times 2 is 6. And so is 3 plus 3.
That's right.
8 times 2 is 8 plus 8. It's still 16 to me.
Check it out.
1 times 2 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 is 6. 4 times 2 is 8. And 5 times 2 is 10. When you double any number, you multiply times 2.
No way!
Like adding a number to itself. It's crazy, but it's true. Yes way! 3 times 2 is 6. And so is 3 plus 3.
Uh-huh!
8 times 2 is 8 plus 8. It's still 16 to me.
Oh.
6 times 2 is 12. 7 times 2 is 14. 8 times 2 is 16. And 9 times 2 is 18. When you double any number, you multiply times 2.
I get it.
Like adding a number to itself. It's crazy, but it's true.
You got it.
3 times 2 is 6. And so is 3 plus 3.
That's right.
8 times 2 is 8 plus 8. It's still 16 to me. 18 is 9 times 2. And 2 times 9. 16 is 8 times 2. And 2 times 8. 14 is 7 times 2. And 2 times 7. 12 is 6 times 2. And 2 times 6. 10 is 5 times 2. And 2 times 5.
Keep it going now.
8 is 4 times 2. And 2 times 4. 6 is 3 times 2. And 2 times 3. 4 is 2 times 2. And 2 times 2. And 2 is 1 times 2. And 2 times 1.
Here we go.
When you double any number,
Times 2.
you multiply times 2. Like adding a number to itself. It's crazy, but it's true.
That's right.
3 times 2 is 6. And so is 3 plus 3.
Get it?
8 times 2 is 8 plus 8. It's still 16 to me. When you double any number,
Times 2.
you multiply times 2.
Double.
Like adding a number to itself. It's crazy, but it's true. 3 times 2 is 6.
Any number times 9 looks hard, but it's not. I've got some things to show you, and this is what I've got. Now listen, 9 times 6 is 54. How did I get there? I don't know. I think 10 times 6 is 60. Oh. An extra 6 to spare.
Easy for you to say.
Now subtract the non-9 factor.
Huh?
6 in this case.
Oh.
6 from 60 is 54. I got a smile on my face.
Move it.
Because any number times 9 looks hard, but it's not. I've got some things to show you, and this is what I've got. 9 times 4 is 36. How did I get there?
I don't know.
I think 10 times 4 is 40. An extra 4 to spare. Now subtract the non-9 factor.
What?
4 in this case.
Oh.
4 from 40 is 36. Put a smile on your face.
I like it.
Because any number times 9 looks hard, but it's not. I've got more things to show you, and this is what I've got. Look at the numerals of any multiple of 9
Okay.
within our basic facts, and this is what you'll find.
What?
They'll add up to 9.
Oh, yeah?
It's crazy, but it's true.
I believe it.
The sum will be 9 when the adding is through. Any number times 9 looks hard, but it's not. I've got more things to show you, and this is what I've got. When you think 9 times 8, there's 2 things that you see.
1, 2.
It's smaller than 80 and bigger than 70. Take the 7 from the tens place. Ask 7 plus what is 9?
Well, what?
Join the add ends together.
I'm doing it.
And this is what you'll find. 7 plus 2 is 9. Now join those add ends together.
Together?
What you see is 72.
Oh.
You got it together. Because any number times 9, it looks hard, but it's not. I got these things to show you, and this is what I've got. When you think 9 times 3, there's 2 things that you see.
Yep.
It's smaller than 30 and bigger than 20. Take the 2 from the tens place.
True.
Ask 2 plus what is 9? Join the add ends together. And this is what you'll find. 2 plus 7 is 9. Now join the add ends together.
I know.
What you see is 27. You got it together.
Check this out.
3 times 9 is 27. 6 times 9 is 54. 7 times 9 is 63. And so is 9 times 7. Cause any number times 9, it looks hard, but it's not. And all these things I showed you are all the things I've got. Huh? Here are some puzzles you see from time to time. They're called the hard facts. The answers are here for your ears within the rhyme. So here they are for us to review. And by the time we're finished, they'll be a part of you.
6 times 4 is 24. 24 is 4 times 6. 6 times 8 is 48. 48 is 8 times 6. 6 times 3 is 18. 18 is 3 times 6. 6 times 7 is 42. 42 is 7 times 6.
Here are some puzzles you see from time to time. They're called the hard facts because no strategy applies. So here they are for us to review. And by the time we're finished, they'll be a part of you.
7 times 3 is 21. 21 is 3 times 7. 7 times 4 is 28. 28 is 4 times 7. 8 times 4 is 32. 32 is 4 times 8. 4 times 6 is 24. 24 is 6 times 4.
Here are some puzzles you see from time to time. They're called the hard facts. The answers are here for your ears within the rhyme. So here they are for us to review. And by the time we're finished, they'll be a part of you.
8 times 6 is 48. 48 is 6 times 8. 3 times 6 is 18. 18 is 6 times 3. 4 times 8 is 32. 32 is 8 times 4. And 7 times 6 is 42. 42 is 6 times 7.
Here are some puzzles you see from time to time. They're called the hard facts. The answers are here for your ears within the rhyme. So here they are for us to review. And by the time we're finished, they'll be a part of you. Now that we've traveled through the world of multiplication, I wonder, do you remember each application? When we shout out 2 factors, say what strategy applies. Here we go. Give it a try. 6 times 0.
0 property.
2 times 2.
Square numbers and doubles.
4 times 5.
Multiples of 5.
9 times 7.
Times 9.
8 times 2. 3 times 8.
That's a hard fact.
7 times 1.
Identity, property,
All factors.
order property.
Multiplication. Repeated addition. 0 times 7.
Zero property.
3 times 3.
Square numbers.
6 times 9.
Times 9.
8 times 5.
Multiples of 5.
4 times 2.
Doubles.
7 times 3.
That's a hard fact.
And 5 times 1.
Identity, property,
All factors.
order property.
Multiplication.